Hey everyone, Iron Leprechaun coming at you. Hope you had a good weekend. Weekend's wrapping up, and I'm still kind of talking about step three. I might do one more video emphasizing some key points, but this almost was a side video. Not even a side video, but just another video not involving the step mini series I've been doing, and I gotta tell you, this yesterday I went to a meeting and it was a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, and we talked. We read out of the Just for Today. It's one of their daily meditation things to try and bring about a topic of discussion, and I want to go ahead and read this and expound upon it because it hit me big. Now, it's loosely connected with step three. Well, nothing is really loosely connected with step three when we're trying to better ourselves. We're talking about turning our will over to God's so that we can, achieve our goals and be happier and be more serene, or at least feel a little bit better than we did prior. So this definitely is something that touches on it, and this is something that's very personal to me, and I struggled with forever, really badly, and I still kind of do to this day. It's called people pleasing. Approval-seeking behavior carried us further into our addiction. And that's from the Narcotics Anonymous basic text on page 14. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes here. When others approve of what we do or say, we feel good. When they disapprove, we feel bad. Their opinions of us and how those opinions make us feel can have positive value. By making us feel good about steering a straight course, they encourage us to continue doing so. People-pleasing is something else entirely. When we people please when we do things, right or wrong, solely to gain another person's approval. Now that's something, that right there, that's just the first paragraph. That's huge, okay? So there's a difference between feeling good when we please people. That's fine, that's human, that's normal, everybody feels that, okay? When my boss gives me an attaboy because I went above and beyond at work, that feels good. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just doing my job. I saw something that needed to be done, or saw something that I could do a little extra that made things a lot better, and I got accolades for it. Okay, cool. That feels good. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't do it for the accolades. I did it because it needed to happen. Okay, you do things for your children. You get them new clothes for school, or you stock the fridge with food, or something. I'm spacing on all this, a couple other examples, but you know what I'm talking about. You don't do it because you want your kids to be thankful and give you a big hug and praise you because you need that. No, you get that, provided the kids aren't brats, but you get that, and that feels good, but ain't why you did it. You did it because it was the right thing to do. Okay. Intimate relationships. You love somebody. You do things for them. You say nice things. You do nice things. Not to get something back. Not so that they do it in return, or even a thank you. I mean, it's appreciated. Now, if they don't do anything to reciprocate it, and they don't, say thank you at the very least, then you might want to reconsider, who you're with. But it feels good when it happens. It feels good, okay? It continues on. Low self-esteem can make us think we need someone else's approval to feel okay about ourselves. This is where this is the point. We do whatever we think it will take to make them tell us we're okay. We feel good for a while, then we start hurting. In trying to please another person, we've diminished ourselves and our values. I'm going to read that again. In trying to please another person, we've diminished ourselves and our values. We realize that the approval of others will not fill the emptiness inside us. The inner satisfaction we seek can be found in doing the right things for the right reasons. I mentioned that earlier. We break the people-pleasing cycle when we stop acting merely to gain others' approval and start acting on our higher power's will for us. When we do, we may be pleasantly surprised to find that the people who really count in our lives will approve all the more of our behavior. Most importantly, though, we will approve of ourselves. Bang! Okay. So, if that didn't hit home, allow me to expound. So, getting a return for doing things for other people is nice. It feels good. It's okay. But if that becomes the sole purpose of why we're doing these good things, then we're people pleasing, okay? And what we're doing is we're placing our value on A, the perception of somebody else, and B, whether they do or don't, they can think it, but whether they act in accordance with the attaboy, with the good job, the thank you, the reciprocated act, if that's why we're doing it, we're placing the power in somebody else's hands, okay? Now, tying this into our higher power, turning my will over to God, step 3 thing, that's where the focus should be, okay? I admitted I'm powerless in step 1. There's a power that I believe that can restore me to sanity, step 2, which I'm lacking and I need, okay? Step 3, time to turn my will and life over to the care of that power. Okay, well, doing this people-pleasing thing, that ain't it. That ain't it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm talking pretty strongly about it. But I'm also a client. I do it too. I do it. What happens is, say I'm in an intimate relationship. I get the return, the I love yous, the thank yous, the anticipated and hoped for response from doing something nice. Okay, I don't do it for that reason. I do it because I love that person, but I get that response. And what happens is, if I'm not aware and focused on turning my will over to my higher power and doing the next indicated thing according to what my higher power has for me, it's real easy to, like a drug, get hooked on that response from somebody else, okay? And I will then be focused on doing anything and everything for that response, that return, okay? That's addiction. We do things in order for the return. That's what we're doing. We do anything for. So that could be bad, because what happens when that person doesn't respond the way we want to? All of our value, all of our self-esteem, all of our worth just go right down the toilet. And then what? Then we feel horrible about ourselves, and we've lost all the ground we gained, okay? Unless we're able to get right back on the horse. Now, like I said, I do it. I do it too because it feels good, and I am addicted to feeling good. I don't like feeling bad, okay? So if you're suffering from this, I ain't here to beat up on you, because I do it too. I just know that I went in that meeting, and everything that was shared, including my share, I got that from it, and I thought it was so huge to share it with you. Not only to show you that, it's okay to be there. This is okay. This happens. This happens, and it ain't just addicts. We're talking about it because it's in a topic of our addict meeting, okay? But this happens to a lot of people, and they ain't even aware of it. So, something to look into. The other thing is, I wanted to share it because I want you to know that I also struggle. There's a lot of these videos that I talk and I start, getting all amped up, and I'm riding that wave and I'm pumping out the information. But let's not forget, the main person getting something out of this video is me. Because I am regurgitating something I recognized and had an awakening about, to share it with somebody that might, I'm here to try and help, share it with somebody that might get something else from it. Maybe they'll get what I got from it. That's the whole reason I do this thing. Because I got something from it. There's got to be somebody else out there that's feeling this or knows something about this and might get something from it, at least a smidgen of what I got, and their day might get better, okay? But I'm doing it for me. If I say it out loud and I'm talking about it, I'm in it. And the more I'm in it, and it being the solution, the more I'm in the solution, the more softly, easily, and quickly the problem goes away. And that solution is God. Make no mistake. It starts there. But there is action. And we're getting into that step 4. Like I said, one more video, probably, and then we'll move on to step 4. But I'll tell you what, the action is necessary. God will take you to the door, but you got to walk through it. We're getting there. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Talk to you soon.